first carry now. This is Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
11 yards on the pickup there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Watson on first down. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Right there, 54, right there.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Number 25.
Pierre Desir in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Bell. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
For the Jets.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Jets 7, Texans nothing. Braden Mann.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is taken at the 15. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Watson's pass.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Check 33. 24. Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Exit. Mark check 33.
Here's Watson on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Jabari Zuniga able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. 146, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a point to the bread until it's all.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
4-yard line.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle package Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Key to tight end. Hey. You got three. Three down.
Watson off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick.
By the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Again, it's Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Punt formation for the Jets.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, Job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
David Johnson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, the 20. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Give him 32 on the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Bell. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Jets.
On 1st down, It's Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
On the carry.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A gain of 3.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
For the Jets.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans will take over at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Texans' 30-yard line.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one for 40 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll